All right, we are looking at now KC3. Target 3A is circles in the coordinate plane. So we're going to be doing graphing. Another 3A.1 mastery learning objective is I can graph a circle by using the center radius form of the equation to identify the center and the radius. So the equation of a circle is x minus h squared plus y minus k squared, right, equals r squared. All right, so lots of squared things here. We can use this form to find the center and the radius. The center in this case is the point HK. Again, just notice this is minus h, but this is positive. This is minus k, but this is positive. So those signs are going to be changing. And the radius just equals r. So we're going to have to take the square root of whatever is there so that we can write just r. Okay? So let's look at some examples of this. If we look at our... Ooh. Look at example 1, right? We're identifying the center and radius of each circle. So starting with A, the center again comes from what's with x and what's with y. I'm gonna kill this thing. Oh my gosh. Stay the proper size. I don't know. Right, so if we look at letter A, right, we have x squared plus y squared equals 49. We're going to hope it stays the right size. So it's what's with x and what's with y. If we look here, there's nothing with x, there's nothing with y. Mathematically, nothing is 0, 0. Okay. So I'm going to put a nice point at 0, 0. Then r squared comes from here. So r squared equals 49. I'm going to take the square root to find r. So r equals 7. The easiest way to graph a circle is to count out from the center 7 points in every direction. So up, left, right. I started here and I counted out 7. I'm going to count 7 down. I'm going to count 7 right. And I always start back at the center. Okay. And there is our circle, because again, a circle is just a set of points that's equidistant from that center point. Easy enough. Looking at B, again, our center comes from what's with x and what's with y, but we have to change our signs. So -3 changes to +3. Positive 2 changes to -2. So 1, 2, 3, down 1, 2. There's our center of this circle. R squared equals 25. Square root both sides. R equals 5. So I'm going to go 5 left. Starting here, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 right, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 up, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 down. And draw a nice circle. Make sure your circles aren't looking like diamonds. That's the most common thing. Your lines should be round, not just straight lines from one to the other. Looking at C, again, what's with x? No, there's nothing with x, so that's just 0. What's with y? A -1, so we change it to +1. So I don't go left or right, I just go up 1. And then for my center, right, r squared equals 1. So I'm going to take the square root, and r is going to equal 1. So 1 up, 1 right, left, 1 down, right? So 1 in every direction away, and you have your little itty bitty circle. Finally, D, x plus 2 squared plus y minus 1 squared. I have my center, change the sign, positive 2 becomes negative 2, negative 1 becomes positive 1. So I have negative 2 up 1. Then for the radius, right, we're using that 16 is r squared. I want to take the square root of both sides, so r equals 4. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3. There's your circle. Pretty simple for those ones. See if this wants to work. So now we're going the opposite way. Write an equation of a circle with the following features. In order to write an equation, we need to know the center and the radius. Okay? A is nice and easy. We know the center and the radius. So I'm going to start with x. I'm going to change the sign, plus 3, plus y minus 4. Again, change that sign, squared, equals 5 squared. So then, just simplifying that, x plus 3 squared equals 25. And it's just that simple for A. Same thing with B, right? X minus 2, we gotta change the sign, squared plus y plus 1 squared equals the square root of 7 squared. So that's x minus 2 squared plus y plus 1 squared equals, well, the square root of 7 squared, right? The square root and the squared cancel out. It just equals 7. Okay, so square root of 7 squared is just 7. Done for A and B. Okay. C and D are a little trickier. Okay. We know our center, but we don't know our radius. So what I'm actually going to do is I'm going to sketch a quick graph of this. My center is 4, 6. And then they're saying a point on my circle is 1, 2. So I have some circle around that center, like that. I need to find this radius. The easiest way to do this is to draw a right triangle. Yay. Okay. Now, I do know some of these sides of this triangle. Here, I'm going from 1 to 4. Well, 1 plus 3 is 4. Here, I'm going from 2 to 6. Well, that's going to be 4. You could also count 1, 2, 3, 4 units up. Okay. So 3, 4 is our 3 and 4 are our sides there, and then I'm finding my r. So a squared plus b squared equals c squared, right? I'm just using Pythagorean's theorem. 3 squared plus 4 squared equals r squared. 3 squared is 9, 16. 9 plus 16 is 25. And I could solve for r squared, but I don't even have to, because remember, or I could solve for r, but I don't have to, because my equation is x minus h squared plus y minus k squared equals r squared. Well, if I just have r squared, then I don't have to do anything. I'm done, right? So you could solve for r, you take the square root. And then when you substitute that square root in, you squared it, and you just get right back to 25. Okay. So our equation here is x minus 4, right, plus y, again we change the sign there, minus 6, forgetting my squares, equals, well, this whole thing is just 25. So x minus 4 squared plus y minus 6 squared equals 25. All right, same type of thing for D. My center's at -2, -2. And my point on the circle is at 4, -4. So here's my center. I'm going to draw some sort of circle around it. Okay. So again, I'm going to draw this right triangle. Again, looking in the x direction, going from -2 to +4, I'm going 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Right, 6 lines. Going from -2 to -4, I'm going 1, 2. They're all positive because we're talking about distances here. Okay, so I'm going 2 lines. So don't worry about any negatives. They're all just a distance in this case, not a direction. Same thing. So A is 6, why not, plus 2 squared equals R squared. So 36 plus 4 equals R squared. 36 plus 4 is 40. Again, this isn't a perfect square. I don't have to worry about doing all our simplifying and radicals, blah, blah, blah. But, right, we don't even want to try to do that. Right, we are just using R squared. So I have x, the -2 turns to +2. My y here turns to +2. And I'm just plugging in this 40 for R squared. X plus 2 squared plus y plus 2 squared equals 40. And that is it.